The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Nashville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Lead driven.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
So don't say nothing.
Derrick Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Blitz to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Steeler.
55. Mike 55. Now watch one.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first and 10. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Small. Two.
Check nickel. Check out read.
Wide. All right,
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Hey, the hunt! Where are you? 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tannehill now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, flipper.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Next to score, Vikings 10, Titans nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Yes, yes. Hey, zoom. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, let's go. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Going deep for Walker. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. You're not ready. Listen to me. Mark 55, Mark 55.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Timeout's ready. Pilot, 64. They go.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Hey, wahoo. Mike, be grip.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Brett Kern now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sherrills to return it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Go hard! 180!
55. You ain't going nowhere. My 55. My 55.
Play fake. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Cook following the penalty. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Not today.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check. Hey, check 20.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Check 55. Mike. Army.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
To hard! 180!
Hey, eat. Exit.
Wait up!
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
At the 35-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
No, first.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. Back now in Nashville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
A 57-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
X3, 218, chop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, box chop.
The Vikings 35-yard.
Ready?
From the 35 on second down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's by 4.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Sack all day, baby. Go ahead, Tennessee. You can't stop me.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get off the train track.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. After the sack on first down, Cousins, throw left side on target to Thielen. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, 35 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former